This is a lesson. This is a lesson I wish I learned at 18.
Black tax is not all bad or negative.
Tebu katika.
Unless you believe in reincarnation, to which you might come back as a rat. So, and I know, even me, I'm going to title this 29 lessons we should learn, instead of actually the 29 lessons I have learned. Because you know why? I've not even learned these things. This is just me wishful thinking.
29!
Mic check. 1 2 1 2. I'm very sure everyone knows a girl who drinks they need straight drinks like this. Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Olendo and this is Ginene with Olendo. As you can see from the episode title, today we're doing a different kind of video. But before we get into it, if you are watching this, I am giving you 5 seconds to kindly check if you are subscribed to my YouTube channel or not. For the 179 of you who have been here rocking with me, 179 actually, if you think about it, imagine 179 people in your house.
We cannot escape, we cannot come out.
They wouldn't even fit 179 people telling you, hey, we like what you're doing. Hello. That's how I see it, honestly. I'm very grateful for the 179 of you. I hope the numbers continue going up. Let me actually check if the numbers are going up. In the meantime, as I'm checking, kindly also do check if you are subscribed to my YouTube channel.
Please do subscribe. It's fun here. It's very light, very easy, it's fun. It's all the good stuff.
Ooh, we're at 181. Welcome to the 2 of you. Oh, thank you so much. That's so nice. It's so nice to have you here. Thank you so much for subscribing. Today, I'm doing a sit-down video. As you can see, I am sat. I will be reading my notes up because that's where I wrote my 29 lessons that I've learned at 29. I didn't just turn 29. Okay, though technically I did just turn 29 because my birthday was in November, end of November, 28th of November. And I wanted to do this video then. However, I just didn't have the time. The logistics was not making sense. I was just like, okay, let me do it now. Then I'll try and find time. And I'm turning 30 this year. I can't wait. But we've all heard of 30 lessons learned at 30. And I thought to myself, I've never heard of 29-year-olds. I never see 29-year-olds. Who are the 29-year-olds? So I've decided to be representative, you guys. All the 1996 born kids. This is Olendo, your captain, reporting for duty. I've decided to do this video because I think that these are important lessons that people need to learn in their 20s and even into their 30s. Am I still learning some of these lessons? As you will see. Yes, but let's get into it. What are my 29 lessons that I have learned at 29? Number 1, you're not afraid of being seen. You're not afraid of being perceived even. You're afraid of being seen trying and imaginary failure. Yeah, we're starting strong like that. I'm giving you a second to let it load. A lot of us are afraid of failure, for sure, myself included. And for me, I think the area in which I am afraid of more failure is 2 things. Number 1, on my weight loss journey. I don't want to explain it deeper than that, but on that, and then also on my content creation journey. I'm afraid to be seen. I'm afraid to fail. But I'm trying to learn the lesson that nobody cares. It doesn't matter in that big extent the way you imagine, and things are just going to turn out well. So that's why I'm really just putting myself out here. Me and my 180 subscribers on YouTube, you guys. It's actually 181. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting to think of this, that I started this YouTube channel less than 2 months ago and I have 180 subscribers. And I'm not even a tier popular person. So I'm really grateful, but you get, that's one thing that I'm really afraid of, and it's a lesson that I'm continuing to learn. Lesson number 2, you need to leave that horrible religious pharisaic man alone. If you follow me on Instagram, you know what this is about. Well, not really. You don't really know what it's about, but you know what I mean. And I'm not saying that religious men are horrible people. I am saying there are horrible people who are also non-religious. There are horrible people who are religious. And for me, my experience has been horrible religious people. Not people, like
Girls are really nice. Honestly, girls out here are really nice.
it's always the horrible men who come with fake promises and whatnot. So you better leave them alone, Miss Ma'am. Otherwise, you're going to live a life that lacks freedom and joy. When it doesn't serve you and you've tried your best, you need to learn to leave. This is something that I am also currently learning, whether it is the job, the friendship, the friendship, the car, if it's your car, if it's your horrible house where you're constantly complaining about noise, the bar next to you is not. Do you see what I did there? The bar next to you is always constantly making noise. It's even a church. Unajua zile machichi za kesha, constantly loud and whatnot, and you're complaining. Ama you just have an irritating neighbor, you have an irritating caretaker. Girl, what are you doing? Move. And also, of course, the relationship. Any kind of relationship, not just romantic. I'm talking about even platonic relationships and whatnot. You better move. You need to learn to say yes more. Lesson number 4. You need to learn to say yes more to experiencing life, to hanging out with your friends and family, to random opportunities, to random escapades, to trying new out things, whether it's even a new job. I'm not in a new job, but it's something that I've never done before. And yeah, it definitely comes with its own ups and
Downs.
but you learn on it and you move on. So, and I said yes to it. So this is me here trying. No is a complete sentence. This is for all the boys and the girls, and especially the boys. No is a complete sentence. No. In fact, let's practice saying our no.
No.
If you can make and sell something, do it. If you can resell something as well, do it. If you can start a business, do it. If you can invest in a business, do it. I think in this economy and this year of our Lord 2026, it will be so hard for you to just be surviving on one income. And your second income doesn't have to be somebody else. Okay, girls? It can be you. You can try and invest in something. Or if it's not necessarily like a business, I'm not even saying that, because not everybody's a business person, not everybody's into arts and crafts, but you can always learn. You can always talk to people who are doing it. You can always try and have be a dual income on your own before even thinking about pairing up with somebody else. If they like you, you will know. If they don't like you, you'll know. Have you ever gone to a job interview and you're just like, this guy's really, really like me? And it's not even being full of yourself. You just know. You literally just know that these guys are going to hire you. Why? Because you just knew that they'd like you. So if they like you, you'll know. And if they don't like you, personally for me, if I don't like you, you gonna know, girl. You need to start working.
This is a lesson I wish I learned at 18.
You need to start working out early. You're not going to have your slim waist forever. I miss my slim waist. But you need to start working out early. And as early as in your early 20s, as early as in university, as early as in college, you need to start working out. Why? The older we grow, the slower our metabolism becomes. And then, you don't want to wait for a health scare. For me, the thing that really got me out of this was realizing that both my parents had diabetes. Both my parents have high blood pressure. Okay, here I am just disclosing my parents' health. A girl is working, so I'm still checking out my emails and stuff. And something hot just came in. And I'm like, yeah, that's definitely hot. But you need to start working out before you get a health scare. So the reason why I started working out, and I started working out in 2023. No. I started working out in 2024, and I wish I started earlier. And I'm not even going to be here I'm not even going to say,
it's for my mental health as well.
Yes, those things definitely are an added factor, but I wanted to be strong. I still want to look a type of way in my head. Have I achieved it? I'm far from my dreams, but because I'm making 1% progress every day, you get what I mean? You get my drift. So Miss Ma'am, with your tiny waist, learn to move your body. Learn to move your body, whether it's yoga, whether it's walking, whether it's just being mindful, whether it's just watching what you're eating. Enjoy food, enjoy life, enjoy experiences, yes, but also be cautious, because then your health is health. And when it comes down to that, it doesn't even matter if you're skinny. It doesn't even matter if you're 60 kgs. Girlie, you need to do it. You need to check on your body. And this is related to the previous to the previous lesson. You need to check on your body as much as possible. You need to look at every part of your body. You need to know how every part of your body feels like and looks like, so that when you notice, when something is not right, it's easier for you to notice. I don't have to explain that. You need to look at your vaginas. You need to look at your girl. Open her up. After a shower or even before a shower, take a mirror. Even take your phone, actually. A majority of us have smartphones. Take your phone, turn on the front camera, and record. It's not like it's a nude. You're just recording for your own purposes to just see, how does my girl look like? How does it feel like when it's during your cycle? What smell is that? You get, you're able to know, you're able to notice. So when something is off, when something is different, you know. You have to work for the things that you want. There's no shortcut, unfortunately. There is, but the one path that I would recommend is a path of working hard for your own stuff, not necessarily depending on anybody else to fully take care of you. And that goes for your money, that goes for your body, that goes for your mental health. You need to do something about it, okay? I know it's hard. I know it's not necessarily easy. I know maybe it's easier said than done. I know you're looking at it from the inside, looking inside, while you need somebody to actually look into you and look through you and figure it out. It's easier said than done for sure. It's easier said than done for sure, but you have to. You have to work for the things you want, whether it's your money, whether it's a hot body. Look what the hot body can do. Whether it's your mental health, whether it's even your hair. You want your hair to look a type of way? Have you figured it out? You want to look cute. You want to look well put together? What you doing about it, girl? Whether it's your relationships. And relationships, by the way, in this context, is not just romantic relationships. All sorts of relationships, whether it's your friends, your sister, your mother, your uncle. And I know, even me, I'm going to title this 29 Lessons We Should Learn, instead of actually the 29 lessons I have learned. Because you know why? I've not even learned these things. This is just me wishful thinking. Success is on the other side of what you're afraid of or what you're avoiding. Can I say it again? Success is on the other side of what you're afraid of or what you're avoiding. And I'm not going to say more. Don't be a mean girl. And don't be friends with mean girls. We easily just
are like, oh, she was saying this, and this, but me, I wasn't saying anything because, me, I'm not like
that. Girl, what were you doing there? What were you saying when she was saying that? Why are you hanging out with her? Why are you coming here? You're singing your other friend who has done A, B, and C, who is negative and all that bullshit, and then you're coming and then you're hanging out with her still. I'm supposed to trust you. I'm supposed to be your friend. Yeah? Don't be a mean girl and don't be friends with mean girls. Wear that miniskirt. Wear that short shorts. Wear that tumbo cut. Wear that mgongoazi. Wear that hipster. Wear that... What else is skimpy? Halter neck. Back. Wear it. You know why? You're not going to be young forever. We are not going to be young forever. Dance. Dance, 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 dance. Whenever you hear the music, please dance. Why are you not dancing? Why are you not dancing? Why are you bored? Tebu dance. Tebu katika. Katika. Katika for real. Plan ahead always. I know not everybody's a type A individual, but imagine jipange. Especially when it comes to your own life. And we get to do this once. Unless you believe in reincarnation, to which you might come back as a rat. So this human one that you have for now, the one that God has given you and you're guaranteed of, plan. You need to share your thoughts, your ideas, your voice is important and your voice matters. Speak into that camera. Speak in that board meeting. It doesn't even have to be a board meeting. Speak in that meeting where your friends are bullying somebody else. Speak up, because your voice matters. Your thoughts matter. Usiende through life kama uje kama uongeange. Do you have an emergency fund? This is a question. You know, that's never that question you need to ask God. Because as for me, do you have an emergency fund? In fact, I'm asking myself, when was the last time you cried? Baby girl, I can tell you for a fact, I just cried maybe 2 hours ago. Not even 2, maybe like 3. It was around 11. It's currently 4:44. I cried at 11. Why? I was not sad. I cried because there's this couple I watch there's this show called The And on YouTube. Go check it out. And then there's this couple who've been coming to The And for 12 years, sharing about their relationship. And I was just like, oh my God, they're so in love. Do you have health insurance? I was going to ask about life insurance because I don't have one. Even now, as we speak, I don't even have any health insurance, but it's January and I'm going to get it. You need to get it also. And there's so many places online and resources where we can get this information, please. But you need your health insurance. Please fill your house with color and plants. Life is not gray and beige. So why do you want your house to be black and white? And I'm asking genuinely. It's a preference for me, of course. Could you please add some orange, some pink tones, some brown, some green, and some green has to be like plants, some what else? What other colors have I forgotten? Some blue. Achia the boys the gray and the whites. Nabo. Nambona nyumbako ina plants, babe. Snake plant too. Snake plant. Una snake plant. Let me show you what a snake plant is. Do you see? Mi hata niko tu nazo hapa. Humu. Imagine these ones, they can survive easily. Kwa nini una snake plant, babe? You better get one. You need to create, whether it's art, content, music, poetry, movies, films, YouTube videos. Learn to create, whether it's even coloring. Like, learn to create. You need to have an artistic outlet. It doesn't have to be artistic to anybody else except you. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody else except you. What am I creating currently? Content. And I love it. Money comes, and I don't mean that you need to spend all of it now, but I mean that the older we get, the more money we have access to. That's just a fact. That's just the reality. I believe so. And because I'm even coming from a point of, I'm not believing in, I'm not coming from a mindset where I'm scared of the future or whatever that would look like. No. Why? Because I believe that money grows. I mean, not money grows, that money comes. So you need to stop obsessing about wanting to be rich at 21. I don't know if it's just me, but I see so many like Americans especially. And I wonder what they're up to, yeah? Or pia saizi Kenya, I've started seeing. I'm comparing to America because unfortunately it's like we're on their internet. Where you'll find that someone is 21 and then they've bought their first car. And then you're here at 21. When I was 21, I was in 4th year of college, 4th year of uni. Where was I supposed to get all the riches? I used to have a job though that used to pay me 10K per month. Just so nice. That was my first real job. I'll never forget that. But I don't earn 10,000 right now. So imagine if I was crazily obsessed with wanting to be that rich at 21. I mean, you can want to, but for me, this is what my lesson is. That the older I grow, the more money I'm going to earn, or the more money is going to have access to me. Money loves me. Money, I need to do this. Money affirmations. Money loves to be near me. Money loves having me. I love to have money. You'll travel. And this is related to the previous one. I know says everybody's just like,
Yeah, quit your job and travel. You know what you need to do? You need to quit your job and then you need to travel the world.
the older you get, the more money you will have access to. Cinder. And the more money you'll have access to, you'll be able to travel then. Like, stop sweating it. Social media is real. I know we say, oh, social media is not a real place. Let me ask you, all that money Kina Murugi are making from social media, is it not real? Is the money fake? So how is social media fake? Swalinyeri. Social media is real, but then at the same time, it's also not real, but it's real. Me to me, like social media is real, but at the same time, it's not real, but at the same time, it is real. Meaning, it also does not forget. It also does not forget. So you need to learn to live your life outside of social media for sure. Living as a feminist will save you a lot of bullshit.
A lot of bull.
A lot of bullshit, sincerely. Do I want to get into the details of that? I might just leave it as that. Baby girl, stand up for yourself. Stand up for others who can't stand up for themselves. Most importantly, you need to stand up for yourself. Hizi lessons zinakaa more than 29, but niko karibu kumaliza. Don't invest because people are investing in popular schemes. Some popular influencers started talking about MMFs and then everybody's just like, what's that? What's that? Where should I? Table read, do your research before you get into whatever. Talk to your bank, talk to your relationship manager. Don't just invest in anything. Did your mom invest in quills? Because I know quills happened when I was younger a bit. I don't know if I was in primary or high school. But you remember that time for quills? Then Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin we should have invested though. Because I hear now one is worth quite something. For you to be surrounded with good community, for you to be surrounded with a village, you have to be a villager. And it sounds so cliche, but imagine it's true. Even the Bible says, you need to be a good friend. You need to invest in your friendships. You need to invest in loving your girlfriends. I don't know if boys have boyfriends, but if they do, they can also invest in that. But here I'm just talking to the girlies, honestly. And if you're a man and you're still staying, also that's nice. But you know me, my audience is mostly girls, like 90%. And I love it like that. But for you to be in a village, you need to be a present villager. That means you will be inconvenienced from time to time. That means you will have to take accountability from time to time. That means you'll have to say sorry from time to time. That means you'll have to do a lot of things. But you know what you're going to do also? You're going to participate in things. You're going to show up for things. You're going to buy gifts when you're invited for a birthday party. You're going to send flowers when someone has experienced something of joy. You're going to be good. And these are lessons that I'm learning. This is something that I'm even implementing actively right now. How you want your friend to be good to you. Are you being good to them? Because, you know, people just always think that we are born to be us. I'm born good. So there's no way, like, I'm not a good friend. What do you mean? Girl, come on. You need to be present with your family, with your life, with your friends, with things. You need to be fully present. I don't know how much more I can say about that. I have a hot take. Black tax is not all bad or negative. And in fact, as my friend D likes to say, hi girl, she likes to say that black tax is privilege. And I want to explain it as this way. I want to explain it like so. Let me explain it as a teacher. Like so. Black tax, if you're able to pay black tax, it means that you've gotten to a point in your life where you kind of have kidogo. And black tax is not at paying fees for who and who's shosho. Kwani shosho anaenda Gumbaru school. Sorry. Black tax is not all bad because it means that you've gotten to a point in your life that other people other than yourself and your cat can depend on you. And the other people is the people who have nurtured you, the people who you've grown from, the people whose houses you've lived in, the people who born you. It can even be as simple as the people who born you. And there's nothing wrong with supporting your loved ones. I know social media is always like,
Wait, may I don't pay black tax?
and people are ringing about that. And I'm happy for you, absolutely. But imagine you have a younger sister to support and you actually can. The only time black tax is negative is when the expectation on you is crazy. The heaviness of it all is crazy on you. But if it's not crazy on you like that, what do you mean sending your show 2,000 bob a month is horrible? Like, You get, imagine that sending your Danny 2,000 shillings is bad and you can afford the 2,000 shillings. Sending your cousin who is in boarding school 500 shillings is bad. It's not really bad. Does it all accumulate to black tax? Yeah. I think for black tax, for you to be successful in black tax, and I think this should actually just be a whole conversation on its own. Actually, I think that can be a conversation in its own. However, I would not say that all black tax is negative. Sometimes it's just a blessing in disguise. It's a privilege on your end to be able to take care of the loved ones around you. It's a privilege to be able to support somebody who needs the support. It's a privilege to be able to bring some relief to people when you can afford it. The only time black tax is not negative, sincerely, is when you can afford it, when it doesn't stop you from achieving your daily dreams, when it doesn't interfere with your lifestyle, where now you're constantly straining by yourself because now you're supporting other people. No. But when it's all positive and you're able to budget for it and afford it, I feel like it's such a blessing. Careers pick up in the end. You need to learn to follow your dreams and it'll make you money and joy. Am I at the best place to talk about careers as of now? Not really. However, I do still believe this, that careers do pick up in the end and eventually we're usually able to make it. I think so. So don't you dare give up on your career. That's the one thing you shouldn't.
You should not.
You should not. Rest is not laziness. You need to know the difference. I'm going to say it again for the girlies in the back. Rest is not laziness. And even for me, this is something that I had internalized. And now I'm having to relearn and unlearn. Actually, you cannot unlearn something. Let me actually teach you something. English-wise, you cannot unlearn something. You can just relearn it. It's like knowing a fact that leaves are green and then the leaves suddenly turn orange. Will you unlearn the fact that leaves were green? No. What you will relearn is, instead of whatever you had learned initially, you're now learning it anew from a fresh perspective. But you're not going to forget whatever you had learned initially, Cindy. So you cannot unlearn, you can only relearn. And that's a very necessary unnecessary segue. And yeah, so you need to learn the difference between resting and just being over lazy. You need to, for us girlies especially, we need to figure out, because saa zingine you're rolling and yeah, what can you do? You're having a very lethargic day. Why? You're about to roll because you're probably in your lateral phase. You're tired from the gym. You need to rest. It's very normal for you to feel like you need to take a nap in the middle of the day. It's very normal, by the way. Let nobody ever say it's not normal. It's very, very normal. You need to trust your gut. I don't know if I should do a compilation of videos. I should do a compilation of when someone trusted their gut. I'm literally, let me just write that down. You need to learn to trust your gut.
You need to, hey. You need to learn how to trust your gut.
Let me tell you. You need to, there's no shortcut about it. You need to learn how to, you quiet your mind, you center yourself, you come to where your brain is, where your heart is. How does it feel? Why are you, mbona palpitations? Mbona unasikia nervous? Kila saa ukienda kutana na mse, unasikia tu uko na anxiety, uko na tu kanini. And why are you not listening? Why are you not listening? Honestly, you need to listen. You need to stop, center yourself. Have I fully learned this lesson? I have learned it in the most generic way, like, hey, I need to trust my gut. But I also need to internalize that, my gut is saying something here. So I need to, my gut is saying something here. So I need to, you get. And the last thing that I wanted to share is that you're literally so beautiful and so handsome. But I'm talking to the girls. You're so beautiful. Let nothing ever lie to you that you're not beautiful. Imagine we're all so beautiful in our various different ways. Unaona vile mimi nimekapa. Mimi ni msupu. Na wewe mwenye unaniwatch pia wewe ni msupu. I'm so sure wewe ni msupu. Me and you don't have to look alike. We don't have to fit into society's expectation or box of what beauty standards are. You need to learn to master your beauty. You need to know, okay, by the way, because me don't necessarily like have high cheekbones, when I'm putting on my blush, I put it around here. I don't know if you can see if I have blush on. Mimi mwenyewe hata sioni. But you get what I'm saying? You need to learn to appreciate your own beauty. You need to learn to love your beauty. Thank you so much for tuning in. Kindly share your lessons that you've learned. Don't forget to share my video with anybody who think this information would help them. And definitely please subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.